Hello, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's reads. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. For the tarot portion, I'm using Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. The website is llewellyn.com, if I can get it to focus. Feel free to check out any of those social links, of course, and there's the llewellyn.com if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrated by Elaine Marzin. And the website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A is an apple, U is an umbrella. And last but not least, I use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana, substituting 22 for 0 for the Fool. 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and a 4-sided dice to choose the element for the minor arcana. They came from the dice shop, which is mathartfun.com. I'm not sure if you can see the website. I'll try to get a little closer. mathartfun.com if you're curious to see what's there. Of course, if you'd like a reading by me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching this part, and let's get into your reading. Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's reads. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Sagittarius? So, I really cringe that this part's going to be face down, but I guess it's going to be. Okay, Sagittarius. This definitely has something to do with a social connection. You have the Three of Cups here. Could be family, could be friends. It's meaningful people to you, though. So if it's work people, for example, if they have meaning in your life and you're like, I really enjoy seeing these people, or I really am sometimes concerned about what's going on with them. A lot of you is probably family or friends, but it could be work. If these people actually like touch your heart in a certain way, like you really care about what's going on with them and you feel like they care about you. Because I feel like there's this mutual like, I feel a part of the group and I do care about the group type. I feel cared for and care about the group. I feel like whatever's been going on, I've been trying to keep it together. I've been trying to keep it together and I've been paying attention. There's certain things coming forward that like I've been picking up on. I feel like I noticed this. That's interesting. I noticed that. That's interesting. And it's almost like, for example, so maybe earlier in your life, for example, maybe you know how certain breakfast foods are made, like croissants, I'm not saying that right now, or certain like meat dishes. You know what goes into them, certain herbs and how you time it and all other good stuff. And you're starting to see like people gathering this, people learning how to do that. And you're like, that actually fits that situation. I've been a part before. I know how this works, and that looks like this is what they're getting ready to do. They haven't said it until just recently, but I kind of saw it coming forward. And whatever it is, you know more than maybe most people. And maybe some people don't realize how much you actually know. So you've been gathering information along the way. Gathering information, kind of like, that looks like that's going to go here. Well, we'll see. I don't know if I wanted it to or not. It's a general read. Maybe you didn't want this to go where it's going. But you kind of saw where it was going. How's that? Maybe or maybe not. It depends on your situation, because I'm seeing the Four of Cups here at the bottom. The timing of it coming forward isn't working at the very least. Overall, it depends on your situation, but the timing of it is like, oh, I don't know about the timing of this. And I feel like I'm trying to do my best with it, and I'm not really sure about how much I can support the situation, but I want to. Maybe that's another reason. Like, I'm not able to support the situation the way I want to, and I feel like there's a lot I can do here, but I have to wait till I'm called on. It almost feels like I'm waiting in a doctor's office until somebody brings me in. I can't share what I know. So like for example, if you were the advocate for somebody, and you're like, you know a lot, you're like, I can't really do anything until we're brought into the office so I can share what I know, so hopefully we can make this go better. So for right now, it bothers me. I got these two cards. At the Seven of Swords, kind of like, I can't do anything because I'm not being called in. I'm not being positioned. And I can't push my way in. I'm like, I'm not going to kick the door into the doctor's office like, listen, you have something to say. I mean, I could try to, but I don't think they might get the cops called on me more than anything else, and that's not going to work. They're not going to want to hear even a little bit of what I have to say if I do that. There's this face down card waiting to show up. And I don't think it's quite ready to show itself yet, even though I saw what it is. It's a good card. The wheel is turning, the wheel is turning, the wheel is turning. I'm ready, willing, able, but I'm not being called. Ready, willing, able, not being called. Ready, willing, able, not being called. And it's making me wonder, like, is something wrong? Like, I feel like I should be helping. Is there a reason I'm not helping? It's starting to bother me. I feel like it's starting to make me really kind of like, why are we not moving forward here? I can help. I can make this a lot easier. I would love to make it easier. I'd love to help. But I'm not seeing it come forward, and the wheel just keeps turning. The wheel just keeps turning. And it's kind of like, I don't even know what to do. And like, I'm waiting, but that wheel keeps turning. And as long as that wheel keeps turning, it makes it really kind of like, I can't even decide. Like, I'll prepare, I'll get something ready, I'll do what I can do on my part, but because the wheel keeps turning back and forth, I'm like, this time is precious. I have to use it to its optimal, so I'm feeling like I can't really do anything. And it's bothering me. I feel like it's bothering me. So this is where the cards start to flip over. Health comes in with communication, with the Knight of Swords. All right, Sag, this is what we need. And I feel like I'm on it. I feel like I'm not even like, I feel like I don't even, I think if somebody is saying this to you and you've been waiting, I feel like they're like, this is what we need, and then they're just seeing the door close behind you. like you're like halfway down the street already. Like, you're on your way to making it happen. And they're like texting you, is that a yes? You're like, yes, that's a yes. I'm doing it right now. Just go. You're like, I've been waiting. Like, they're asking you to do it. They just see the door close behind you because you're already on your way to do it. What is going on here is a great question. This is not something that one person can do it all. Okay, so whatever's going on with this situation, there's a lot of hidden doors. Hidden doors is what I keep getting. You want to help. You very much want to help. And you just want to make this as good as it can be, as easy as it can be. Whatever would make things better, you're there. Before it even started, you're like, I'll do it before you even ask me. Just whatever. I'm willing to do whatever it needs to be done. That's not going to work in this situation. I keep seeing this as like, this isn't working well. You taking on a lot of burdens is going to burn you out, and you're not going to be ready when you're actually needed. I hope that comes across right. If you, like, because your heart's in it, I feel like your heart's very much in it. By just trying to do everything you can think of, just anything, I'll do it, you're going to get burned out. And then there's going to be a part where you really are needed, and you're going to be burned out, and it's going to be really, really hard. Really, really hard. Harder than it has to be. Something to consider is to kind of like, just take it in the moment. And I know this is hard because your heart is very deeply into it. With the Queen of Cups, heart is very deep into it. I know it's hard, but they're saying, wait for somebody to ask and just do what you need to do in the moment. Wait for somebody to ask and just do what you need to do in the moment. Try not to run ahead because you are needed, and there's places down the road where your energy is going to be very important. And if you're just constantly moving, you're going to burn yourself out. And by the time you get there, it's going to be really, really hard to do the quality that you need. Talk about things the way you need to, but they're saying be careful because there's something coming down the road that's going to need your energy. Conserve it. It makes sense. Like the normal Sagittarius energy, you keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Normal Sagittarius energy, 9 times out of 10, and there's some that are exceptions, but a lot of Sagittarians I feel like sooner or later burn themselves out. Then they have to like kind of recoup, and then they start getting back to their own sanity, and then they get going too fast, they burn out, and then it just seems like it's a cycle. It's almost like the Phoenix cycle sometimes. Okay, let's see what's coming in. People very much appreciate you, by the way, and they very much love you. This was the one that was face down. Like, you are bringing in a lot of positive energy. It's not just like an unending. It's not that it's unending. How do I put this? Your energy is not unending. How's that? Your energy. Your love might be, but your energy levels have some limits. I don't think I'm telling you anything you didn't already know. When that moment comes in, that energy, that very positive, loving energy that you have will come in. This situation also with the lovers, which is a catch-22 with Sagittarius, sometimes talks about Gemini energy, which is your opposite energy. The situation, if you're not careful, could drive you loony for a little while, temporarily, hopefully only temporarily. They're highly advising that you pace yourself. Highly suggesting, I should say. Something to suggest is to pace yourself. If it's a general read, take it with a grain of salt. Do what you think's right for you. But like, if you pace yourself, you'll be able to be there the way you need to be there in a way that you'll be very happy with. Careful not to burn yourself out. Careful. Because you're going to be called on. People are going to call on you to come in. We need you now. We really need you now. This is where we really need you. And if you were able to successfully pace yourself, you'll be ready. You'll be there in a heartbeat, less than that even. You'll be there. And it'll work out the best it's gonna. And you'll be very happy with that outcome. The trick is to not burn yourself out ahead of time. Whatever this is, there's something that needs to be stabilized as things go forward to the next level. Something needs to be stabilized as things go forward to the next level. If you're able to pace yourself, you will be the stabilizing factor. You'll get things where they need to go. You'll take care of things the way they need to be taken care of, and you will stabilize it. And you will assist in that stabilization as things move forward, whether we like it or not. Excuse me. I don't know that it'll be the easiest moment, but it'll be the most worthwhile moment, if that makes sense. It depends on your situation, what you're dealing with. You will definitely be able to get in there and do it when you need to if you're able to pace yourself. If you're kind of burnt out, I don't know. I feel that I just feel this like I have a never quit attitude, and I feel like you're gonna. If you're already burnt out, you could make yourself physically ill by overdoing it, so be careful. So this might be a moment, if you're already burnt out, you might have to ask other people for assistance. Don't be afraid to do that if you're already burnt out. That's another message, in case it goes that way, which is hard. I feel like whatever this is, there's a lot going on, and it means a lot to you. So as long as you're able to ask for help and get that help, you'll be okay. Be careful if you're already burnt out, because you could cause yourself some physical ailments one way or another. Be careful. Are we there? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. if you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.